November is here, a national election is drawing very near. Put up bumper stickers, posters and signs for your candidates, it's voting time. Every other year when November is here, a national election is drawing very near. We will get to pick who our leaders will be. Aren't you glad we have democracy? Hey. Every other year in November there's election day. Everyone will hear loud and clear what the people say. We live in a land that was founded on democracy. This was an idea from the ancient Greek philosophy. Voting can help people bring about what they want to see. They can pick the leaders that they think will act responsibly. Used to be that voting only was for those with property, then only for white men, there wasn't much equality.
Through history, initially our country did begin refusing voters who were African American. But voting shouldn't focus on the color of your skin, so 1817 brought the first correction. It came in the form of the 15th Amendment. The proud for years had to fight and defend it. Some states found ways to keep prejudice alive until the Civil Rights Act 1965.
Right. Women who wanted to vote were called suffragettes. In 1848 at Seneca Falls they met. Supporters faced arrest, riots, even death, but the suffragettes stood tall and kept planning, led by Lucretia Mott and Liz Stanton. World War I, a lot of men crossed the sea. Women took on a lot of responsibility, leading to their right to vote in 1920.
Now you're probably wondering if you can vote. Well, the minimum age is 18 years old, and you need to be a valid resident and citizen, but could lose your right if a convicted felon. If you meet the requirements, it's now that time. To vote, you need to register, so get in line. You can choose a party, something to keep in mind, but just get on the list because there are deadlines.
Every other year when November is here, a national election is drawing very near. Put up bumper stickers, posters and signs for your candidates, it's voting time. Every other year when November is here, a national election is drawing very near. We will get to pick who our leaders will be. Aren't you glad we have democracy? Check it, every 4 years we elect a president. 6 years for senators, 2 for congressmen. But before we can elect them on that Tuesday in November, we often have to narrow down the candidates that enter. People from the same party often want to run, but the party says,
no guys, we only pick one.
So then the party holds a primary, a mini election to see who will compete.
When we know the candidates from each party, we need to stop and listen closely to what they have to offer and often say, the message they relay and the ads they play. Listen because their causes are their platforms, a foundation that they hang their hats on. But get excited and support campaigns, wear buttons, hang banners, you can make a change.
Then finally, election day, the moment of truth. Voters round the country at the voting booth. They might use an open room at your school or your church. Add up all the votes, how much are they worth? It depends on the size of the state you live in. Each state has a set number of votes they're given. Small states have fewer, big states have more. These votes are cast by people called electors.
When the polls close, the votes get tallied up. 270 elector votes, that's enough. Normally followed by a victory speech by the newly chosen president-to-be. There's another name for the person we select, initially referred to as the president-elect. Then he or she enters officially when inaugurated in January.
Every other year when November is here, a national election is drawing very near. Put up bumper stickers, posters and signs for your candidates, it's voting time. Every other year when November is here, a national election is drawing very near. We will get to pick who our leaders will be. Aren't you glad we have democracy?
So we can make a difference! Yeah!